Cal Poly students find out the final decision date for the fate of fall 2021 programs.
A collaboration between the Cal Poly Rose Float program and some downtown businesses has brought a new art installation to Mission Plaza.
And a brand new sandwich chain is now open on Foothill Boulevard.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Thank you for watching Mustang News TV. I'm Ruby Tincup.
And I'm Alex Byers, giving you the latest in local and campus news. The pandemic has had a major impact on international travel this past year. For Cal Poly students, this has meant study abroad programs being canceled. Fall 2021 may be no different.
For many college students, studying abroad is seen as an experience they'll never forget. But for some, that opportunity may never come.
I studied abroad fall of 2018 in Geneva, Switzerland, and I did a finance and banking program. I interned for a wealth management company in Zurich. I owe getting my current job to studying abroad and the internship that I had.
Jasmine loved her experience abroad so much that she decided to work for the Cal Poly International Center as an academic advisor in 2019, right when the pandemic first hit.
I remember back in January, we started getting emails and communications from high up in the International Center that there may be issues with sending students to China. And then in February, that spread to like Taiwan and Japan and Korea.
June 4th, 2020 was the day students intending on going abroad in the fall discovered those plans would no longer come to fruition. Third-year art and design major Kristina Golubovich was supposed to go to Florence, Italy for her abroad program.
It was definitely very, very frustrating and really sad when I found out I couldn't go. Like, eventually I want to move to Europe after college. And so for me, going to Italy or just frankly anywhere in Europe for study abroad was huge for me. I was happy to be able to come to SLO for fall quarter. I lived in SLO, but it was definitely like, there was moments where I'm like, I'm supposed to be in Italy right now. Like this sucks.
1 year later, students are still wondering the same thing. Will all study abroad programs be suspended for the coming fall term? Despite the International Center stating that a decision would be made by mid-May, the answer is still unclear. On May 6th, the Study Abroad website's coronavirus page was updated, canceling all programs through July except for approved programs in South Korea. A final decision for fall programs starting in August has now been changed to June 15th. For Mustang News TV, I'm Kirsten Stevens.
Programs taking place starting in August 2021 will be considered on a case-by-case basis.
Mission Plaza in downtown SLO has a new art installation for the month of May. Here's more on how the new piece was created. Mission Plaza in downtown San Luis Obispo has been hosting pop-up art installations since December. For the month of May, the City of SLO, Downtown SLO, Carson Butler Events, and the Cal Poly Rose Float team came together to bring the latest installation that celebrates spring. Amber Carson, the owner of Carson Butler Events, says the collaboration has been very exciting.
So we actually, Carson Butler Events, so we helped activate a big, what we call a pod, but it's our floral frame. It's a selfie station. It's a fun installation of silk flowers, and we have different little butterflies from the Rose Float team that they've created using the same methods and the same rules and regulations that they have to do for the floats.
The Cal Poly Rose Float team is especially highlighting their skills through their 3-week butterfly installation called Spring Wings.
The inspiration for the actual structure that we built, Spring Wings, is we asked them if there was a general theme they wanted us to go for, and they said community and local love and that sort of thing. So we took that and ran with it, and we brainstormed some ideas and came up with it's sort of like a community garden. It's a butterfly in a flower pot.
The idea behind the Spring Wings installation is for it to come to life over the month of May.
So last Saturday, they installed the pot and the mechanical parts of the butterfly. Next Saturday, there's going to be some more of that beautiful installation brought to life. And on May 22nd, they're going to be bringing in the final live product, which is really exciting for the community to get to come every week and see the progression and follow along.
The process has allowed for the Cal Poly Rose Float program to practice for when the actual Rose Parade returns.
We were following the same requirements that we do for the Rose Parade pretty much. A little bit simplified because it's a little smaller scale, but it's been really great in getting that hands-on experience so that in fall when we're building the Rose Float, we'll be able to hit the ground running.
For Mustang News, I'm Ruby Tincup. The Spring Wing installation is also part of the Mayflower Initiative, which has been spreading art throughout downtown SLO.
New storefronts are all over SLO due to lowering restrictions, including a brand new sandwich place. The Las Vegas-based Capriottis has come to San Luis Obispo and is now on Foothill Boulevard. The chain has more than 110 locations, including this one, which opened just last week. After a free sandwich opening, Capriottis is fully staffed and ready to serve the community. I caught up with Randy Stinchfield, the co-owner, about his perspective.
Well, not only our winning personalities, but we have great food. The sandwiches are outstanding. We've had mostly good reviews, and just a company or a shop that's...
Although Capriottis had a successful opening, their competition is stiff in San Luis Obispo. Mr. Pickles, Kona's Deli, and Firestone Grill are among their competition. But Stinchfield is confident in this Capriottis location.
We've had other shops that have opened up, and we've been kind of in the middle of the upper side of what their numbers have been, so we're pretty happy with it.
Capriottis is open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. For Mustang News, I'm Alex Byers. The new spot is now one of about a dozen sandwich shops in the San Luis Obispo area.
And now, coming up after a short PSA break, we have your weather forecast for the remainder of this week, and reporter Gabe Arditi has the latest on Cal Poly wrestling.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Good afternoon, Central Coast. My name is Gabe Arditi with your daily weather update. Today, you can expect highs of 72 and 45, and it's looking to be a pretty nice day with sunny skies and just a little bit of cloud cover. So leave those jackets inside and hats on the rack. But there is a chance for some high wind, so be prepared. Now to our beach cities, you can expect Cayucas to have highs of 69 with lows of 49. In Morro Bay and Avila Beach, it's going to cool off a little bit with highs of just 67 and lows of 52 and 50 respectively. If you're looking to get some sun, Pismo Beach or Oceana would be the spot with highs of 70 and lows of 48 for Pismo Beach and 51 for Oceana. In South County, the warmest location will be Napomo with a high of 70 and low of 46. In Arroyo Grande, Santa Maria, and Orcutt, you'll have highs of 66 and lows of 46 for Arroyo Grande and Santa Maria, and a low of 45 for Orcutt. Guadalupe and Vandenberg will experience very similar weather with highs of 63 and lows of 48. For the rest of the week, expect sunny skies tomorrow and Thursday with highs of 67 and lows of 44 tomorrow and high of 64 on Thursday. Friday, the weather will bottom out with a high of just 63 and low of 46, but it will also start a cloudy weekend. Saturday will be a little warmer with a high of 65 and low of 47. And Sunday, the weather will rebound a bit with a high of 71 and a low of 49. That's all for your weather update. Now back to Jasia for your sports update.
Cal Poly Wrestling finished their run at the NCAA Championships about 2 months ago, and now reporter Gabe Arditi has a review of their season.
Legend Lamer is one of the younger members of Cal Poly Wrestling, but that did not stop him from being one of the 2 Mustangs to advance past the Pac-12 championships and into the NCAA championships. However, that doesn't mean his expectations are going down anytime soon.
Yeah, it meant a lot. One of the big reasons why I came to Cal Poly was just help grow this program, see how far we could take it. Because even though we only had 2 guys qualify for nationals, we placed above teams that brought way more than that. So, yeah, we have a really young roster. So our guys will be a lot more developed coming in the next season, and we'll definitely bring more than just 2.
The NCAAs were the pinnacle of the season, but Lamer was putting on a show all year long, including a major mid-season duel.
I'd say one match would be the Stanford duel. It was my first highly ranked opponent win, and that one was cool because I was losing the whole match, and I was able to gut out a takedown at the end and ride him out to win the match by 1 point. So that was cool, and it just taught me I could wrestle with the best people in the country, and it helped boost my confidence a lot.
After so much success this year, Lamer is setting his goals for next year sky high.
Yeah, I definitely want to at least be an All-American, but national champion's always the main goal is to end up on top. So that's what I'm going to keep working for.
Cal Poly Wrestling will be back next winter for a brand new season.
And we will be right back after a short break. Stay tuned.
The San Luis Obispo International Film Festival was recently included.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
And now some exciting news for the SLO International Film Festival. Reporter Anya DeMaio has more.
The San Luis Obispo International Film Festival was recently included in Movie Maker magazine's top 50 list of film festivals worth the entry fee for the 6th year in a row. The festival's executive director, Skye McLennan, explains,
Normally, this is an award is really based on the experience that filmmakers receive. And it's kind of saying to filmmakers hey, this is worth spending money to enter in because, this festival takes care of their filmmakers.
While this year's festival was virtual due to COVID-19, feedback from participating filmmakers was still very positive.
No matter the format of what we're doing, we put people first, and we care about our filmmakers because ultimately our mission is to get their stories out to